All right, everybody. It's time that I talk a little bit about my job where I work. Yeah, it's, I guess you could say, a bit of a touchy subject for me personally, but I'll try to keep my emotions in check and try to keep myself civilized about it the best that I can, anyway. All right, so yeah, you see, I work at a grocery store. I've been there for just over 6 years now. Yeah, the department I work in, they call it maintenance, but I don't really like that title very much. I think it's kind of corny that they use that title. Because I don't really think of it as maintenance. I think of it more as just standard custodial work, I think, I would actually prefer if they just referred to me as custodian. I mean, they also title me as porter, like on the, on their records or whatever of my position, but they like to use the term maintenance for the most part, and I just think that's a kind of a off, kind of, not inaccurate term, I think, for overall for what I really do in that place, I think it's just much more custodian slash porter, and just leave it at that, Don't call me maintenance, please, because it's just kind of silly, But I guess they're doing it for their own behalf, for whatever reason. Maybe it just makes them feel like they're pumping themselves up more by just saying, yeah, this is our maintenance crew, This is our maintenance staff or whatever, They do it all. They're the do-it-all wonders, And then, people wind up having unrealistic expectations. That's the problem with it, And just for the most part, I'm just cleaning up for everybody else, That's what I do at my job, I'm like everybody's maid, basically. It's just real talk truth, That's what I am in that place. I'm just everybody's maid. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to get worked up about it. I'm not going to, I'm going to keep my emotions in check and try to keep it civilized. Basically at my job, people take me for granted. I feel used and abused a lot, looked down upon a lot. People just, they think I'm supposed to do everything all at the same time. I get called to do multiple things. It's like they don't realize that I can only be at one place at a time. They think I'm supposed to be everywhere all at the same time. That's why I've found myself saying a lot of times, chop me in half or chop me in 3 pieces or whatever. I found myself saying that a lot of times over the years, So yeah, it's just frustrating and stressful, my job, And I don't like how I got to use all these nasty cleaning chemicals. I feel really concerned about my health. And a customer recently in the restroom, he was commenting about the floor. Because another maintenance guy had just mopped the floor. Rarely do they have 2 maintenance guys working at the same time, by the way. It's usually they'll have one guy covering the whole shebang, and you get overwhelmed, you get frustrated and stressed out. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, this customer was saying, wow, man, he was an older guy too. He seemed like kind of like health conscious type of guy. You know, he was probably in his 70s, but you could tell he was into like health and fitness, and he was kind of like the youthful type, you know. And he was pointing out, you know, that I could tell by the smelling, you know, in here that you guys are using some really bad, harmful chemicals. It's not natural, you know. It's really bad for you. And I was like, yeah, I can't disagree with you, man. You know, definitely, I don't like having to use this stuff. You know, the floor just got mopped, and you know, I don't know what to say. You know, all I can do is just, I guess, dry it up with paper towels to try to get the scent, that nasty, chemically unnatural, unhealthy scent out of there. You know, because yeah, I don't like breathing that stuff in either. And even more so, those sprays, those nasty freaking sprays, especially that Blue Eyes stuff they make us use. It's blue, and you know, it's in spray bottles. The cash registers, they use it a lot. You know, it's like their exclusive standard spray for the registers, and they make you know, they make us do it, you know, for the restrooms and everything, you know, and it's just nasty. I know they for a fact, I know for an absolute fact, they put in like ammonia in that stuff. You know, no doubt it's in there. You could tell. It goes right through you. I hate using that stuff. And then there's this green stuff. Forget about it. That's just the worst of the worst. I stay the heck away from that. That is just horribly brutal, to say the least. That stuff, forget it. That will screw you up big time. I think it's called like all-purpose. And it's like green. It's like a kind of a dark green, and it's just incredibly nasty. That crap will have you coughing for the rest of the whole day. You know, I mean, seriously, that stuff is incredible, incredibly damaging. You know, you could tell you'd be dead like really soon. I mean, you'd be a goner. You'd be a dead duck if you had to use that stuff all day. Forget it, man. Just using that stuff once, though, which I've done in the past, and it left me coughing and coughing for like hours on end. So I stay the heck away from that stuff. But like I was saying, even the blue stuff is really, it's very unhealthy. You can just tell. And then, you know, it's very obvious. And then also the red stuff, which they use for, you know, mopping floors. That's called neutral cleaner. Even that, I mean, that's really mild compared to the blue and the green stuff. But I mean, it's still very unnatural. You know, people they'll call you up on it. You know, they'll call you out on it. Like you guys need to use more natural means, you know, to keep things clean. You know, this stuff is just really harmful. It's going to take its toll on your health. You know, that's what this guy was pointing out to me, and I was like, yeah, don't I know it? You know, and then if we don't keep those two things in check, don't I know it? You know, it's just like, yeah, it's just like a reminder that I gotta try to find something else, like ASAP, if I want to try to preserve my health. You know, because I mean, I'm going to be 46 in May. This is January, so I have 4 months and 13 days. So about 4.5 months, I'll be 46. So I'm getting up there, you know. I got to be wary and leery of these kinds of things, you know. And like I was saying, how much time I'm going to probably cut this video short. I'm getting near. It's just real quick, you know. I'll probably make a part 2. I'm gonna cut it, you know. I'm kind of running out of time here. I don't want to go past 10 minutes.